We're going to talk about my favorite topwater bait. This is something that I've struggled with. I've never really been able to walk a frog from a kayak. I'm not that good with poppers. So I needed an alternative to give me some sort of topwater option. This right here is my option. This is a toad hook. As you can see on the bottom, it has a little fork in the bottom that comes out to two hooks and a twist lock on the front. Now when you rig these, you actually tuck the hooks through the back towards the feet, pretty much as close to the feet as you can get without bending the bait too much. On the front, you actually screw it right into here. There's a little eye screw. There's like a little corkscrew right here, and that's how you attach the front. You can do the same with an EWG hook. I recommend using at least a 5/0. It's about the right size. Now the reason why I love these baits is because I can fish over top of cover. I can fish over top of heavy vegetation. And because the hooks are on the top, and because of the nature of this bait that it floats, I can actually fish it in places that I can't fish any other bait. Now what's cool about this bait is all you have to do is cast it out, and what I recommend is immediately start reeling. As soon as it hits the water, you start reeling. What this does is it makes a ripple on the water like that. I'm gonna do it again real quick. It actually, you can hear it if I do it fast enough. Do it one more time. And it creates a disturbance in the water, and that gets the bass's attention. As soon as they hit the water, don't even let them sink very much. Start reeling. And what you can do to help yourself out is if you have a higher speed reel, use that reel. The caveat with this is very technique specific. You're not going to want to use a spinning rod for this. You're definitely going to want to use a bait caster, and you're definitely going to want to use at least a medium and possibly even a medium heavy pole. As far as line goes, the trick with this is you can use straight braid because the line is going to float anyways. The line is on top. It doesn't get in the water, so the fish aren't going to see it either way. So ultimately, you don't need to tie a leader for this kind of fishing. And the braid will give you that extra power to get the fish out of the cover that you're fishing through. So I don't always recommend slamming home your hook set. Actually, a lot of times that costs me more fish than gets me fish. But this is a technique where you really have to slam that hook home. And the reason for that is because these fish are actually going to come out of the water to take this bait. They're actually going to jump, they're going to boil, you're going to see the water bubble around this bait. It's going to envelop the bait. And when you see that, you want to actually hesitate and then slam that hook set home. I've actually got a video right here and I'll show you guys an example of that. Got him. Yeah, that's a good one. Topwater bite, baby. Fuck yeah. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah! Finally! Look at you, big boy. So as you guys can see, I really rocked my boat. I really leaned into it. And the reason for that is these are a pretty stout hook. These aren't your little needle hooks that you're using on smaller baits. These are hooks that are really, really beefy, and it takes a lot more pressure to penetrate that fish's mouth. So you really want to lean into it. This is the first topwater I learned how to use, and honestly it's my favorite because there's really no effort. you simply cast, keep your pole up high, and if you see a boil, you see a bubble, you see that fish come up underneath it, you wait till they take it. You wait till they have it solidly in their mouth, and you slam them in the mouth. Something also to keep in mind about these toads is that there's not a time of year specifically per se. You can use them. I'm using them right now, and it's just starting to be the spawn. You can use them in the fall. I would not use them directly after ice out if you're crazy like me and go out fishing as soon as the ice melts. They don't work as good there, and the main reason for that is it's the primary use for this is over the tops of vegetation, and you're not going to have as much vegetation after ice out. If you live in an area like I do, a lot of the ponds I fish actually freeze solid. Oh, hold on guys, I got a fish on. Come on, baby. Oh. Sitting here trying to do a video, and here he is. Hi, buddy. Kitech Easy Shiner does it again. Where did I get you? Right in the roof of the mouth too. There he is, guys. Another bass. Oh, he messed my bait up though. Try it. Oh, I'm having such a good day. Really? Freaking bluegill, man. So as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by that fish, the frog is very versatile and you can use it pretty much any time of the year except for ice out. Pretty much the rule I use is if there's any vegetation at all, you can use a frog. If there's no vegetation on your water, then stick with your soft plastic swim baits and other types of baits. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope this gave you some information that will allow you to get out there and start doing some topwater fishing. I know I struggled with it for a really long time until I discovered the toad, and I wanted to make sure you guys had the information and didn't have to stumble across it like I did. If you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe, and as always, let's get out there and catch more fish.